Welcome back to my channel, Dr. Okoya Ebasi. In this video, we are going to talk about start building wealth today. Now, a lot of people don't know how to start to build wealth. You can only build wealth. You don't just run into wealth. And that is why everybody has equal opportunity to build wealth for themselves. Now look at it this way. We have three types of people in the world. We have the poor, the middle class, and the rich. Now whether you are poor or you are in the middle class, you can also begin to build wealth and become rich one day. If you start now, you will be able to build wealth and become rich for yourself. Now, who are the poor? Now, the poor, the first category of these people, these poor people, which is the first category, are people that maybe they are earning salary. And as the salary comes, they use it to settle their bills, their food bills, their electricity bills, their clothing bills, their transport bills. So as the salary comes, it goes for bills. Even before the salary comes, the bills have accumulated over time. So what all they are doing is that they work, they earn the money, and they use it to pay bills. If you are in that category, then you are a poor man. Because the day you will lose your job, that day poverty have already started. Now, these people have to go to work every day, especially if they are working in a company. It means they have to go to work every day to enable them earn the salary that will enable them meet their bills. They don't have any day for rest. Any day you rest, you will not be able to earn salary. So when you are in this category, you are poor. Now, even though you are in this category, you can also build wealth. That is what we are saying. So you can start building wealth even though you are in this category. Now, the second category of people are the middle class. This middle class are people who have risen in their careers to certain grade levels. They've gone high in their career and they are earning good money. Or maybe they are private people who own their own private businesses like lawyers, doctors. They have their own small businesses, but they need to be in that business on a daily basis for the business to be able to operate and run effectively. The day they leave that business, the business will begin to crumble. So these are the middle class. So they are their own, the money they earn far a little bit above, they earn far above the poor, but their money goes for the good things of life. So as the money comes, they use it to buy good cars, they use it to buy houses, they use it to buy designer clothes, they use it for the luxuries of life. So any day such people are out of job, if anything happens to their job, they are broke already. So even if you are in the middle class, you cannot be classified as a rich person, because you are one monthly salary away from poverty. Now what we are saying is that even if you are in this middle class, you can begin to build wealth and become rich over time in such a way that after some years you will be able to say, okay, even if I don't go to work, I have enough money to take care of myself and my family. Now, the rich are the people who are wealthy. They set aside certain percentages of their income for investments until their investments begin to grow to a level where they will be able to live on the returns of their investments. So even if they don't go to work, their investments are already generating enough money for them to live on until they die. Those are the rich. Now, what did they do differently? What they do is that most of these people that are classified as rich were poor. Some of them were middle class, some of them were poor. But they begin to do things differently. They start building wealth over the years. And by the time, by the time it is 2, 3, 4, 5 years, they have started stabilizing, and then you look at them and you say they are rich. They started from somewhere. So you too, you can start from somewhere. You can start from today. No matter your salary, no matter your income, if money comes into your hands, begin to set aside some percentage of this money for investment. Don't wait until you have millions. A lot of people are waiting until when they have $1 million, $2 million, $3 million before they will do investment. You are earning salary. Your salary is not up to $500,000, and meanwhile you want to set up a business that will take millions. Then you are not ready yet. Most of the businesses we see today, they started small. So you too, you can start small. There are a lot of businesses you can do with small money. Start a little and then begin to think of how to multiply that business or how to increase that business, to grow that business to a level where it will be able to generate enough money for you, so that even though you don't go to work anymore, you can now depend on what your investments are, the returns on your investment. So people start small. Don't look at it that unless I start big, unless you have big money before you will start. If you wait for such money, you may wait forever. You may not be able to stumble to such money. Even if you go to the bank and take a loan and you start business being a risky, being having a lot of risk, there is the tendency that you may even lose that money. So it is better to start small. There are a lot of things you can do with small amounts of money, and you begin to think of either you increase the quantity so that it can generate more money for you, or you increase the base so that it can generate more money for you. You should not forget that most of the businesses that grow to become very large business, they started small. A lot of us don't want to start small. That is where the challenge comes from. They are waiting to start big, and if you start big, and if anything happens to that business, you will fall, and when you fall, you will not be able to rise up. But if you start small and grow over time, you will fall, you will make mistakes. But because what you are starting with is small, your mistakes, the cost of your mistakes too will be smaller, and you will be able to overcome and move forward until you learn the basics. Immediately you are able to understand the basics, the basic principles that underlines your business, then you are ready to go. That way you can grow and then begin to multiply that business, increase the capital base, and grow that business to a level where it will start giving you enough returns. So people should not wait for all the millions to start business. Whatever is your salary, a lot of people are saying that my salary is too small. It's not even enough for me to meet my needs. So how do I now get money from this one to invest? Use the principle of paying yourself first. So as the salary comes, the first thing you have to do is to remove the money that you will use for investment. First, set that money aside and live on the remaining one. Over time, you will be used to that, managing that little one that is remaining, and you will know how to manage it. And then you continue to invest. By the time you do that for several years, you will get to a point where you will be able to come out of poverty. Your investments will be generating money for you that you will live on them. So sometimes your salary will just be like an addition. And you know that the more money you are generating, the more you can put it into investments, and the more you can grow those investments. As the money increases, the more money you put into the investment, the returns from the investments are also growing. The profit will increase, and then gradually you will grow to a level where you can escape poverty. You can now begin to live on the returns of your investment. So what we are saying is that everybody can start to build wealth. We want to encourage people to start to build their own wealth. No matter where you are, you may be a retiree, or you are just starting civil service, or you have gone far. Whichever level you are, begin to think of how to build your own wealth. Because at the end of the day, after several years of working, you will come back to a time when you will no longer be working. You will not be able to work again. At that time, what will you rely on? What will you fall back on? if you don't have any investment. That is why you need to start wherever you are to begin to put money aside for investment, so that over time you will be able to at least sit down and say that yes, even if I am not working, I can now live out of what I'm getting from my investment. It's a good life when you are financially free, because a lot of the problems that people have are financial problems. If you are at a certain age and you don't have the resources, if you fall sick, it will be very difficult for you to recover. Most of the problems that happens in homes, husband and wife quarrel, is because of money. That is why you need to ensure that you take deliberate steps to make sure that you are financially capable, so that you will avoid a lot of the complications that take place in families and the problems of life that has to do with money. You should always remember that money answereth all things. Everything you will need, you need money, and therefore it is good for you to plan and work towards it. Don't just wait for luck or wait for one thing to happen before you begin to think of how you will be able to keep money for yourself, or work to a level where you will have enough money to take care of your needs and your family. So we want to encourage people to start wherever you are, whichever level you are, start to build your own wealth at your own level. And over time, you will be able to come to a place where you can say that yes, I can take care of myself even if I am not working again. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to this channel. Share these videos to other platforms. Make your comments.